The Map of Lies. It started with a drawing of a tongue. My son, Leo, was in 3rd grade when he brought home a worksheet titled The Geography of Taste. It had the tongue divided into neat little zones, sweet at the tip, salty on the sides, sour behind that, and bitter at the very back. "Dad," Leo said, frowning at a piece of dark chocolate, "my tongue is broken. I can taste the bitter part on the tip of my tongue, but the paper says that's impossible." I'm a research scientist at a local university. I spent 3 years of my PhD studying sensory receptors. I knelt down and said, "Leo, your tongue isn't broken. That map is. You have taste buds all over your tongue that can detect every flavor. That diagram is a 100-year-old mistake." Leo's eyes went wide. "But Mr. Henderson said this is the only way it works. We have a test on Friday." I told him to write the truth. I told him that science is about observation, and if he observed bitterness at the tip, he should trust his senses over a photocopied worksheet from the 80s. The result? A big fat 0 on his Friday quiz. Mr. Henderson had written in red ink, "Please follow the curriculum, Leo. Do not make up your own science." That Monday, I didn't send an email. I showed up during Mr. Henderson's lunch break with a small cooler. Inside were 5 cups of water, 1 with sugar, 1 with salt, 1 with lemon juice, 1 with tonic water, bitter, and 1 with plain water. I also brought a box of sterile Q-tips. "Mr. Henderson," I said, placing the cups on his desk, "I'm Leo's father. I think we have a misunderstanding about human anatomy." He looked at the cups and then at me, crossing his arms. "I've been teaching this unit for 15 years. The taste wrap is a foundational part of the elementary biology curriculum." "It's a foundational myth," I replied calmly. "It was based on a mistranslation of a German paper from 1901. It was debunked decades ago. Would you like to test it?" I dipped a Q-tip in the bitter tonic water and offered it to him. "Touch this to the tip of your tongue. If you taste nothing but sweet, I'll apologize and Leo will retake the test. If you taste bitter, you change his grade." He glared at me, his face turning a shade of purple that wasn't on any map. "I don't have time for games. I teach what is in the district-approved textbook." "The district-approved textbook was printed when Reagan was in office," I pointed out. "I've already checked with the school board. They confirmed that teachers are expected to provide accurate and updated information, regardless of the age of the physical books." The tension in the room was thick. He refused to take the taste test. Instead, he told me that I was disrupting the classroom environment and asked me to leave. The next day, Leo told me Mr. Henderson stood in front of the class and said, "Some people think they know more than teachers because they have fancy degrees, but in this classroom, we follow the book." That was the final straw. I contacted 3 other parents, 1 chef, 1 a doctor, and 1 a nutritionist. We organized a sensory science day for the following week. The principal, who was much younger and more progressive than Mr. Henderson, loved the idea and made it mandatory for the whole 3rd grade. We set up stations. We had the kids blindfolded, tasting flavors on different parts of their tongues. The aha moments were exploding like fireworks across the room. "I taste the lemon on my tip," one boy yelled. "The salt is everywhere," a girl laughed. Mr. Henderson sat in the corner, clutching his 1984 textbook like a shield. At the end of the day, the principal walked over to him and said, "It looks like we need to order some new materials, doesn't it?" Leo got his 0 changed to an A, but the victory was bittersweet. For the rest of the year, Mr. Henderson never called on Leo again. He would look right past him during every science lesson. Now, whenever Leo gets a new textbook, he flips to the index, looks at me, and asks, "Okay, Dad, how much of this one is actually true?"